What are you struggling to do, Leia? You got this?
Yes, sir.
Is it easier the other way? We're on another one of those crazy cow trips. I borrowed a horse trailer, really nice one, really nice folks to let us borrow it. Mama and James say, Papa, there's a good cow up in South Carolina. We called the lady, we're on our way. We'll let you know on our way back if the cow's with us, but we see how it works out. Peace! We eat healthy at home, right?
Yes, sir.
Mama feeds us real good. But you know, sometimes them carbs call. They call our name, especially when we see the signs on the interstate. So what kind of food do you and I crave and talk about all the time?
Dunkin' Donuts.
What would you get there? This, of course, is theoretical, but
No,
maybe for real, huh? Once the camera comes off,
coffee, a good baker's dozen of Boston cream donuts.
let us drool in peace. James, this is our 4th cow trip. Is that right?
Yes, sir.
Why 4 cow trips? See, back in the day, I had a milk cow, and that's about all I wanted. Once we had to replace that cow, I replaced it with another milk cow. That nowadays, we consider more than one milk cow at a time. You tell me.
Well, we have a lot more kids to use up all the milk and dairy products. We've been using it to feed the dogs and the animals, lambs that need to be bottle fed, and we know of more uses now.
We currently have 2 milk cows.
Yes, sir.
But only one is in milk. So just because you have a number of animals doesn't mean you're milking that many animals. For instance, the 3rd cow we're looking at today, why are we going and what do we expect to find?
She sounds like a really good cow. We're hoping to find that she is halfway through her pregnancy, so then we will be able to get a calf and milk in May.
Each cow is its own story and they're on their own timing. They are what we call open. Open means they don't have a baby in them. Dry would mean they're not milking. Perfect milk cow is one that's in plenty of milk and has a baby at her side and is bred back at the appropriate time, which is about 2 or 3 months after freshening, giving birth to her calf. Not everybody keeps a schedule, and so sometimes you get a good deal because you're getting a cow from someone who's selling it, and they will reduce the price because it's open and or dry. We're going looking for one who is dry, kind of ought not to be, according to should be in milk, but of course owners are sometimes unable to be milking for whatever reason, life circumstances. This particular owner is not milking, and so let the cow go dry. It's technically pregnant. We'd have to pregnancy check it, but that knocks down some on the price, which is good for us. If she's pregnant, great. If she's not great, but we can deal with it because it would be a 3rd cow and it would enter into the rotation.
Yeah.
How many would you like to be milking at a time?
We do calf sharing where the calf is in for the day and separated at night, so we get the milk in the morning. So it's not like having milk from 3 cows. It's like from 1.5.
So that means that particular cow who's calf sharing would give you half of her milk.
Yes, sir.
And then you could have another cow who maybe gives you all of her milk. And then another one is waiting to give birth and is dry, and so that's why you need more than just one family cow. We're not trying to expand into become a dairy. 1 is less than 1, 2 is 1, 3 is more like 2. So at what point do we say, okay, that's enough? Maybe after 3? Maybe we're done? The Flossie video about getting her pregnant, if she wasn't pregnant, then that would throw off the cycle a full 9 months. When we were, not only were we expecting the timing to be off, but we were expecting her to be bred by a female, because they're able to sex, when they do artificial insemination, they're able to sex to make sure that the pregnancy is a female pregnancy. Plus it was a specific fancy bull, an A2 Jersey bull, which we very much look forward to a female offspring from that. And so if that pregnancy didn't take, that would have been a big disappointment, especially because she's already 7 months into that pregnancy. So we confirmed it's good. We're excited about her. So that's why that video was extra important for us.
Yep.
one of the cows you're looking at, James?
How'd it go, Pops?
Well, we're on our way back from our trip. Cow's not with us. It's a beautiful cow, nice looking from a distance, but she's tied up to a power pole from a lead rope, and that's fine. We'll just go up and talk to the cow. And she starts fidgeting, like, okay, well, you're a milk cow, you need to be calm. James fed her some stuff, and she kind of, okay, you're feeding me some, but I come up. For some reason, the whole time I would approach slowly, hand high like a pet, because she would just jerk back, shift sideways. And mind you, I'm the second milker. James is going to be milking her, he needs to befriend her, right? Well, if I'm the second milker, she better befriend me. But if she's like that with me, she's going to be like that with all of our family members. That was number one. Number two, 3 of the 4 quarters work. And that's not always a bad thing. It's just, sometimes it just happens to be that way. But James stripped it and some thick mastitis. You don't want to buy a cow who already has teeth problems. Mastitis can be something you treat and fix, but you don't want to start with that. That's just a bad sign. We need a calm cow who will allow herself to be milked. It just didn't work out, so we had to drive up to here 3.5 hours, ready to buy. But really proud of James. He did great. Truly assessed the situation, and I say great because in the past he had kind of like, well, I feel obliged to say yes. We're here. The seller's looking at us. We've made the trip. We might as well. And he's too kind-hearted. He's still kind-hearted, but starting to grow up, mature some. And proud of you, James. Well done.
Thanks.
I actually went and talked with the owners about their pigs and all. So James had time with the cow. When I came back, I peeled away. I said, "Excuse me, I'm going to talk to James." It says, "Sure, have at it." So James and I talked for 5 minutes, 5-10 minutes, and we both. So then we went back and said, "I'm afraid we're gonna have to pass on this one." And they said, "Okay, no problem. Have a good day." And that was it. It was that quick. Nice folks, but pretty quick goodbye. See ya. So anyway, I wish them well. I hope they can find another good buyer. We're on our way home. But this is kind of how a cow trip works. Sometimes you do, sometimes you don't. And I'm super glad, James, you glad?
Yes, sir.
We're really glad we passed up on this one. Even though she seems like a good cow. I think she'll be okay for somebody else. But for us, not so much. We'll keep you posted on the next cow.
You gave Jace? What'd you get?
Coffee.
So we were on a cow trip, and because we didn't get the cow, you still at least had to get a coffee and
Yes, sir.
anything else.
No, sir.
Can you show me at least a cute little box? What's in it?
Couple of donuts, a few donuts, not a couple.
What do you have, big dog? A couple? You said one donut.
No, not one.
Because it's one donut with a bunch of fat stuff underneath.
Sir, that's all.
How many donuts did you get? 6?
No.
4?
Don't tell anybody.